Hello, welcome back to the channel. We have one last beer review from the first grocery run and alcohol haul in the new apartment. This one is Dogfish Head Craft Brewery Punkin Ale. And they changed their artwork quite a bit. This is the artwork for this year. This is a 7% ABV. This is a fall release. It's brown ale with pumpkin, smooth pumpkin, and fall spices. Okay, this is the 2025 season ales. Artist is Drew Millward. It says Drew likes to draw the old-fashioned way, using pencils, pens, and a love of the craft of illustration, but is increasingly reliant on digital methods to create his work. You have to move with the times. While his subject matter can vary dramatically, he hopes that his attention to detail and love of drawing is apparent throughout his work. He has exhibited throughout the US, UK, Europe, and beyond, and has had the pleasure of creating work for an ever-growing international client base. And this shows, I guess, the process of creating this creature that we have this year. And you can see them. I'm calling it a girl. To me, it looks like a girl. Could be either, because it is a pumpkin. And that one will go on the pumpkin side of the wall. Okay. It says, a full-bodied brown ale brewed with real pumpkin, brown sugar, allspice, nutmeg, and cinnamon. Enjoy smooth pumpkin and fall spices. We brew our culinary-inspired beers using real ingredients. Every beer has a story rooted in adventurous flavors and creative brewing processes. Explore the goodness of our Season Ales series, featuring Drew Millward. Let's do this again. Please recycle. Okay, the last one we did was Lakefront, and it had the pumpkin and the pumpkin pie spices as well, including mace. So basically, the main difference between pumpkin ales and stouts, etc., is the addition of what types of spices they use. And perhaps, like with coffees, whether or not they actually put pumpkin or just include the spice themselves, minus the pumpkin. But most of the pumpkin libations we've had on here actually have pumpkin in them. Okay. So let's crack this open. Let's see. I have a video from my Temu Can Be Used as Goth for a t-shirt I got. I also received the first part of the order, which was a plastic cabinet. I had a knee-jerk reaction to the price and got the smaller one. So I have a 24, I think, by 19 by 18, which is a couple inches shorter than the kitchen counter. I am going to, next time I make an order, I'm going to order the larger one. The small one I was going to put in the space that is the living room / bedroom area next to the extra dresser, but decided I'd forget to put foodstuffs in it if I had it there, so I put it in here near the counter in front of the wastebasket. Mainly because I have nowhere else to put the wastebasket, so it has to stay where it is. And you will see the review haul. Haul and review. Well, not actually a haul because it's only one piece of the order. An unwrapping. Yes, call it an unwrapping of the t-shirt. And I received the cat bed today, but I did not like the way I worded my review and unwrapping, so I deleted that video. to wrap up, to recap and slightly reword what I said, I did not like the quality of the bed, the feel of the material, the the design, the picture. It looked like the picture. However, the stuffing leaves to be desired. It's understuffed. The cats will still enjoy it, but I think it should have had more stuffing. So I would say it's a miss. It's good enough for a cat, but it didn't live up to my expectations. It looked overstuffed. On the photo, it looked like it had more filling, more stuffing. So there you have it. The cabinet is good. It's my fault it's too small. It serves its purpose. It has imitation leather handles, which is nice, and it has magnet closure, which is good. I have tea in it. Some of the teas, I have some of them on the counter. I'm trying to revamp my coffee tea bar because the counter area is smaller due to lack of breakfast bar. And possibly, if I have to, I can. If the cabinet I'm planning on getting is taller, well, it will be taller. But if it's as tall as the counter, I might be able to find a way to put it near where the breakfast bar would have been without, impeding the egress. I guess I want to say the moving around between the kitchen space and the dining area, which I now actually have a dining area again. About the same size as the apartment I had in Albuquerque. The table's bigger. So it's, like I said, this is kind of, the floor space is about similar to the 2 bedroom, but still slightly smaller than that because, yeah, it's smaller than the one in Albuquerque because it doesn't even have a bedroom. It would have a bedroom. It would be a 1 bedroom, like the last place I was in. And the stairs leading down into the garage, which I can't use, also eats up some space. So if it weren't for the stairs, it might be similar in size to the 2 bedroom. It's really hard to say. It's more open space. It's more usable space than I had at my last apartment. About the same as the one in Albuquerque, with the problem being no bedrooms and also no laundry area. So anyway, I'm going to make this space work and stay here as long as I can. So anyway, yes, I'm going to order more of these cabinets. It's an off-white, which kind of matches the floor, and the front doors are kind of a smoke color with the brownish fake leather handles. I'm planning on taking off most of the things that I had on my shopping cart and getting the larger off-white and then also probably the green one and getting just those and adding to the pantry space that way. The green one because it will loosely match the green on the walls in the main part of the apartment. The off-white matches the floor, so it'll all tie together and look good. It's not the Sterlite white, so we'll make it work. Anyway, so that was my Timu haul in a nutshell. Cabinet, my fault, too small. The bed, understuffed. The T-shirt, not bad. The uh, design on the front is the cheap rubbery feeling like you have an iron-on transfer, but the quality of the graphics on the rubberized design is good. It's got that rubbery feel to it. Nobody silkscreens anymore. This is silkscreened essentially, but it's rubber. It's a rubberized ink. So, but it's still printed. It's not basically ironed on or heat transferred to a shirt. So yeah, the quality on t-shirts has gone down significantly. But the quality of the artwork itself, the detail on the artwork is nice. I just wish it were silkscreen instead of rubber transfer. They don't last long. So over time, they will rip and tear like rubber transfers do, and I will have to replace them, but they're relatively inexpensive. So there's that. Anywho, so t-shirt. I'm going to like. It's on par with the emu bunny, emo bunny girl. Yeah, not emu. She's not a bird. The emo bunny girl and the ghost with the mushroom. It's the quality is on that level. Again, I just wish it were silk screen. Silk screen. Oh, enough on that nonsense. Back to the beer. And you can typically tell when there's actually pumpkin in the beer because you can tell the color. It's a nice orange color, and it's cream colored head. And I'm using the Universal Studios Monster Pint glass, which kind of matches my shirt. I've got my Wicked shirt. I've had this forever, and I'm not getting rid of it again because well, good quality. This you can't tell how old it is just by looking at it. Except for the black is faded, obviously, but it wears well. And I've got it paired with the leggings I like to use it with, which has the spider webs and the pumpkins and whatnot that I put together as a set. And when I wear them in public, it looks like they were intended to be a set, even though I'm pretty sure I got the shirt, then the leggings. But anyway, that's my outfit for the day. And my beat up can be used as goth satin slip on sandals. Messy bun because I'm trying to let the mohawk grow out, and the little ragged ponytail in the back. When I fold the ponytail, that part blends in with the hair that got cut too short accidentally, and also the sides that were shaved all growing together. And I'll probably wear it just like this folded messy bun to blend it all together until I get a decent length to where I'll pull it all in a ponytail. So that's my look for the day. And again, back to the beer. You can smell the pumpkin. I need to take these glasses off. I'm going to ruin my eyes by wearing those too much. This one's definitely sweeter. The Lakefront Brewery did not have brown sugar. And also had maize, so it's like a different type of pumpkin pie, the heavily spiced pumpkin pie. This is more like a sweeter pumpkin pie. This one I'd say would be closer to a dessert brew. Not as much as the Left Hand Nitro Pumpkin Spice Latte Nitro Stout. I think it is. Bleh. It's a mouthful of words. That one is more of a dessert beer because it has the it's a latte, it has lactose and it has the milk in it. And coffee. And this one is just pumpkin and spice, but it's got the sugar, the brown sugar, which makes it sweeter. So it's not as much of a dessert beer as the pumpkin spice latte nitro, but I would put it in that area between a dinner beer and a dessert beer. You can have it before dinner as well. This is one that would be when you could drink before, during, or after a meal. But because it is a sweeter profile, it would be good. But I'd say with dessert. And any of these would go well with your fall meal. You might actually impress some people if you showed up with any of these and had them with dinner. It probably would be good with turkey, stuffing, cranberries, mashed potatoes. And again, I've had this one every year since I've been out here. And I have not found a pumpkin beer that I have not liked. All of the ones I had in Albuquerque, the 4 years I did the channel there, 4 years I've done it out here, 8 years. Wow. Yeah, I have not found a pumpkin I didn't like. I have some that I miss. One of the ones I miss is the one from Albuquerque that had that burnt pumpkin pie flavor. You can find it down in the description below in the library. Not in the description, in the library, in my library. It'll be there. It'll be a little further down now, but it's still there. And I miss the New Mexico beers. I'm liking the Wisconsin beers, but I do have a soft spot for the New Mexico ones. They could be crazy and off the wall, and I loved it. You know, like Cactus wins the lottery. The Shiner prickly pear. You can't get those out here. I've had a prickly pear beer since I've been out here, and it wasn't bad. It was okay. It's pretty good. But New Mexico, love it. I also miss the green chili wine. Honestly, if if I had a way, sorry about my ears, just if I had a way to go back to Albuquerque and had a house and could bring all my stuff with me this time and not leave anything behind, like I did when I moved out here, and you could get, basically, I guess, transfer back to my old job, whatever, and find a nice place, I wouldn't mind, and I would pick up, maybe not right where I left off, but as close to as possible, set this stuff up, go back and revisit old stomping grounds and buy some more of those beers and then take these with, because the idea that I wanted was to have the beer artwork from there and then the beer artwork here and put the two together. Some things did survive the move, and I'm pleasantly surprised. Not all of them did, but quite a few. Well, not quite a few, a few. I don't want to hyperbole. A few made it. All three of the Japanese ones I got at World Market, and a couple of the other ones as well. But yeah, it would be interesting. But that's not going to happen because the way the world is and the way my income is and all this good stuff, there's pretty much no going back. And also, I do have family out here, and they are getting older. They're in decline in some cases. So it is. It's it's a sacrifice, but I'm glad I'm here for my family. Definitely. But if I could, in a perfect world, if I could pack up everything and go back, I would, but I can't. It's not, like I said, it's not realistic. It's not going to happen. And this video is getting way too long, so I need to shut up. As far as artwork is concerned, I would say, just a sec, let me pause. And I'm back. All right. As far as artwork is concerned, we have the off-centered art series. And I'm trying to remember what year that was. Oh, 2023. This is 2023. 2024, which was the 2024 art series. And fall release Season Ales 2025. How would I rate the artwork? They're all individual artists, obviously. This one was Natalia Belnova. This is my favorite. because it's more of a folk art. You're kind of creepy. This is my second favorite because I like the detail. Little skull and like the punk hair. That would be the second. And this one, and then who was the artist on this one was Drew. I read his name. Mm. Yeah. And then this one was try to find the name of the artist on this one. Can't find it. It's there somewhere. This is my third favorite. So basically, in order, this first, second, and third, as far as the artwork. Nothing against the individual artists. They all did their own thing. I don't mind modern minimalist art, but I do like the more detail. Actually, on the box, yeah, I showed you. You can see more of the character. It isn't. Yeah, it looks like it could be a girl. If they're wearing a skirt, doesn't matter. They've got pumpkin boots. Um, Pointy hair, makeup, yeah, skull knee pads. Anyway, again, this is getting way out of hand. I'm just rambling. I'm sorry. The beer has stayed the same over all 3 years that I've tried it. Um, it's always a hit, and I strongly suggest you give it a try. And if you like to collect weird artwork like I do, they purposely make the cans and the boxes collectible. So enjoy. I got this at Festival. Where I'm at, Festival is the best selection as far as beer. Pick and Save, i.e., Kroger, is not too bad, but they've gone more mainstream, a lot more Wisconsin, a lot more New Glarus, which I have no problem with, but it cuts down on the variety. The variety is not as good as it used to be. Where at the store where I work, their selection used to be better. Octillion, I got Octillion there, which tells you a lot. And over the years since I've been here, they no longer carry Octillion. So, and I'm trying to remember. I think that was Asylum. So yeah, they don't carry anything by Asylum anymore, which is sad. And I haven't seen any Asylum at Festival either. So anyway, cheers. If you like these rambly, waffly videos of me talking way too much about nothing in particular or going off topic on what I'm originally planning on talking about, give these a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe to this random nonsense and insanity, Goth on a Budget can be used as goth in random snacks and drinks of all particular kinds. Hit the bell once if you want notifications as to when this crazy old lady is going to do more stuff. Hit it again, and you will see me in your notifications. Anyway, also feel free to comment. Please keep it civil, no fighting. And if you want to date, there are dating sites for that. And if you share these videos, please give the content creator credit. Anytime you share someone's content, please give them credit. Do not put it under your name and pretend you are us. I'm not monetized, but a lot of people that I follow and are subscribed to are monetized, and they lose money when people fake that they're them. So please don't do that. Don't steal content. Share it, give credit, but don't steal it. And as always, if you're going to imbibe in the blood of the vine or hop, pumpkin, etc., take turns driving the hearse. Give the designated Dracula a chance to sink their fangs if they wish. And also, vampires, daywalkers. Remember your large parasol and your 100 plus SPF so you don't turn into a pile of ash. And as always, please look out for and protect the shapeshifters, the cryptids, the mythical beasts, and classic monsters of all kinds because they need our support and love and care more than ever because they are under threat of being removed, erased, etc., whatever you want to call it. They deserve to exist just like everyone else. So please take good care of them and stand up for them as much as you can, any way you can. And I'll see you in the next video. I love all of you. Bye now.